Hey everyone, my name is Callie Ray Cullen. I'm a lead platinum director here at Limelight by Alcone, and I'm so excited to be talking to you guys today about utilizing social media for your business. So if you've become a beauty guide and you are using social media as your primary platform, listen up because this video is for you. So I've been a beauty guide for over 4.5 years and I have built my business primarily on social media. I've moved across the country 3 times since starting Limelight. So really having those, belly to belly relationships hasn't really worked out that well for me. So I had to perfect social media and using it as a strong avenue for my business. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to talk to y'all about is using Facebook or Instagram, whichever social media platform you want. Most people use Facebook, so that's the one that you're going to hear me referencing, but this could literally apply to Instagram, TikTok, all the things. But think about Facebook as your storefront. So we don't actually sit in a brick and mortar store, right? There's nobody walking past our store about to pop in, right? We have to really think about using our timelines and our social media as that storefront. So when you think about a store, what do you think about? Think about your favorite store. What do you love about it? Is it clean and organized? Are the sales attendants, are they super friendly? Are they really excited to help you, right? Does it give you the warm and fuzzy feeling when you go inside? Do you just love the atmosphere? Think about that when it applies to your Facebook, right? Whatever that vibe is, start putting it out on your timeline, right? If you like, a positive, uplifting space, make sure that your social media is a positive, uplifting space. If you like going into a store like Nordstrom where everything is organized by department and section and everything is very crisp and clean, think about that as your social media. Right? It's so easy to walk into Nordstrom and go to the, you know where the shoes are. So you go to the shoes, you pick out what you want, and you leave, right? You don't have to rummage through piles and piles and piles of shoes just to find the pair that you want. Think about your social media just like that, right? Keep everything clean and crisp and organized. One of my favorite ways to do this is to only post 2 to 3 times a day. Right? You might think, oh my gosh, this is my business. I need to post a before and after. I need to post a selfie. I need to post a product. I need to post. A lot of times it's going to clog up your feed and make it not so crisp, clean, and organized, right? So sometimes actually less is more. I would rather see someone post 2 to 3 times a day, solid, really good, really meaty content than post 100 times a day fluff and things that don't matter. Make sure that when you're posting and when you're working your business, you do so with a purpose, right? If you are just posting to post, you're probably not going to speak to your audience or to your customers how you really, really intended or how it's going to resonate with them, right? So if you don't have something with a purpose, just don't post it, right? Also keep in mind that when we use social media as a storefront, it's not exactly a place, right? A place of business is also not a place to, start drama or air your dirty laundry. People like to get on social media and sit behind their keyboard and, go on Facebook rants or leave mean comments or whatever it is. But that has no place in your business, right? If it could negatively impact your business, pretty sure we should not be doing that, right? So keep that in mind whenever you're posting. You might be used to posting 100 times a day and sharing memes, right? That's totally fine. But now we want to keep our Facebooks so clean and just decluttered, right? So, if there's a meme, instead of sharing it and tagging your friends, screenshot it, text it to her. If you're mad about something and you need to let off some steam, call your friend, send it in a group text to those people that are closest to you. Don't use your storefront as a place to start arguments, air dirty laundry. Nobody wants to buy from the business that's always causing drama in town, right? Okay. Number 2, I kind of touched on this, but post 2 to 3 times a day. And they don't all have to be Limelight posts. I like to kind of balance my feed, right? My feed is pretty 50-50 Limelight and real life, right? You have to incorporate both or else your customers are going to see you as this infomercial, right? People don't want to be sold to. People buy people. I 100% will preach that until the day I die. People buy people. So if you want to connect with your customers, allow them to see a little bit of a glimpse into your real life. Now, do I mean go post a picture of your actual dirty laundry and say, oh, haven't done laundry today. No, we want to still keep it a little bit professional. But let them see that you're a real human being, right? People really resonate with other people, and they're going to purchase from you that first time because they like you and they want to support you. They're going to keep coming back because our products are awesome, but that first purchase, I truly feel, is because they want to support you and because they like you. So by keeping your posts really balanced, they're able to see into your heart and they're able to see what you offer, right? So post 2 to 3 times a day. Next thing we're going to talk about is algorithm boosters, and one of your posts should be an algorithm booster. So if you don't know this yet, social media, most platforms, Facebook does, Instagram does, TikTok, everything runs off of an algorithm, right? That's why we don't see every single post that's made by every single person that we're friends with, right? So the way that the algorithm works is, let's say that you post something, right? You post something and I go comment on it. Facebook realizes, oh my gosh, Callie and you have this relationship. I should start showing you Callie's post, and I should start showing Callie your posts. And then next thing you know, we've been interacting so much that you see everything I post and I see everything you post, right? So each morning, let me go back a little bit. So each morning I post an algorithm booster, and I think of it as kind of like a cup of coffee for my platforms, right? Just to like wake it up, do a stretch, and really just get people commenting and generating, some good conversation. So what might an algorithm booster be? So things like, and they're personal for everybody, but I'm going to drop a few examples. They're things that, really just generate conversation. People love to give their opinions. They love to be heard. They love to sit behind their keyboards and tell you all the things, right? So think of something that your network likes. Ask for opinions. So great ones are, what show should I watch on Netflix next? Or what's your favorite cup of coffee to get at Starbucks? Like, what's your go-to order? Or help looking for quick, healthy recipes. Drop your favorite recipes, right? So you see how that's still personal and they can still come to you, right? Like whenever I was getting married, I asked all the wedding questions and brides love to talk about their wedding. And it really, really boosted that algorithm. And next thing you know, my page was buzzing off because there was comments after comments after comments. And they were all just really networking with me and answering a question. We were able to have conversation. So I do one of those every single morning. Now, the cool part about the algorithm is if you post something in the morning and people start commenting and then you reply to their comments, whenever you post your next post, every single person that commented on your post in the morning on that algorithm booster is going to see your next post. So I never post Lime Life stuff right away, right? If we're having a sale or I want to talk about a product, I never do it right away. I do it after I've made that algorithm booster. So that way all of those people are now funneled right into that product post or that opportunity post or that sales post. Does that make sense? All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is sharing content across all platforms. So y'all, we are all busy, right? You might have kids or a full-time job or life just might be crazy. So why are we reinventing the wheel and posting different things on different platforms, right? Use your same content. All of your friends on Facebook aren't the exact same people as all of your followers on Instagram and aren't the same as all of your followers on TikTok, right? If I record a video, you best believe I'm posting it on Facebook, I'm posting it on Instagram, I'm posting it on TikTok. Heck, I've even shared it to Pinterest, and using the same content and really just generating it through each of those channels and reaching those different audiences. You don't have to work harder in this business. You just have to work smarter. So reuse your content, right? Throw it on all the different platforms. It doesn't have to be the best, at the same time, right? But figure out how that's going to work for you and when it works for you. All right, next, let's talk about posting times. Okay, this one gets to people sometimes. Think about the times when you are scrolling through social media. Is it before you wake up? Do you lay in your bed? We're not supposed to do this, y'all. We know this, but we do it. Are you laying in your bed scrolling through social media and wasting time before you get up? Guilty. Okay. Do you scroll through while your husband watches football on Sundays because you don't care about what's on the TV? So you dive into your phone, or after dinner, once the kids are in bed and you have some downtime, do you sit in the bathtub, right? Get you a little bubble bath, pour you a glass of wine and scroll through social media? Think about those times. Those are the times when your network, because we're very like-minded with our networks, right? those are the times that your network is also scrolling and also spending time on their phones. So use those posting times, right? If you post at, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're probably not going to get that much interaction because everybody's asleep, right? So think about times of day when you know that your network is awake and engaged and on their phones, right? Normally during like business hours isn't great because people are at work, right? They're at work and they're not supposed to be on their phone. So, it's very different for everybody, and that's where it gets a little confusing, but keep track of your post and see what times a day perform best for you and for your social media, and start posting at those times that are getting the most interaction. And back to what we were talking about before, that algorithm is just going to boost higher and higher and higher. And then, of course, always share about Lime Life. If you aren't talking about a product, no one is going to have the opportunity to buy that product, right? We sometimes get caught up in the, oh my gosh, I don't want to be too spammy, so I'm only going to post about Lime Life once in a blue moon so that I don't, scare people away. Well, it takes the average person seeing something 7 times before they click that purchase button. That's a statistic. Fact check me, look it up. That's what it takes. So if we're only posting once and walking away, we're not going to get those sales and we're not going to get those recruits that we need in our business, right? So figure out what your sweet spots are and throw them on repeat. Not every single person sees every single thing that you post. Keep that in mind. It's so important to stay consistent. Whenever someone goes to that storefront and they start scrolling, if they go to your timeline, they shouldn't have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll to figure out if you're a beauty guide or not. They should be able to, when they go directly to your profile, know that you're with Lime Life, know that you have amazing products, and know that there's a place for them on your team. Okay? Always share about Lime Life. It doesn't have to be beating products, into people's heads. It can be sharing about what Lime Life's doing for your life, or how a product has really helped you, or what your favorites are, or, the friendships that you've made through this business. But make sure that Lime Life, every 2 or 3 posts, you're throwing in something Lime Life so it keeps current and keeps fresh for your network. I could go on and on and on about this. Social media is so amazing. Just stay connected. Stay connected in your stories, on your timeline. Don't go more than a day without posting something. You don't want those algorithms to, kind of dwindle down, right? We work really, really hard to get those boosted and ready. But yeah, I'm super excited. Social media, as much as it can be a pain, is such an amazing tool, especially for our businesses. So keep that in mind. You're going to do amazing things here. There are plenty of social media trainings. You can even just go on YouTube and type in social media for business, and a ton of information will pop up. Don't get discouraged. Stay the course, stay positive, and I promise you'll be successful.